last couple 5 months. So now we would like to open this time for questions that you may have for us.
I have a question. Can you go back one slide? What events would you like us as the board to be at?
Well, I think what we meant was that we wanted to get more corporate board involvement, such as bringing different corporate board members to our meetings speaking for us. And there's events such as...
You want us at info night or the alumni barbecue?
Yeah,
I mean, I presume you want us at info night.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, for info night, it would be great if someone would be able to talk and just share their experiences, like if they're, because we want parents to be there, and if the parents are able to hear from another adult why they think that YLA is such a great program, they might be convinced to get their child involved.
And for community service project number 2, we also want to have some of the corporate board members come and judge the presentations of the associates.
And for mentor rotation, we know all you guys have different experiences working and in different professions, so we are hoping that some of you would be willing to come and speak to our associates.
Because the sooner you let us know, the sooner we can, I'd calendar it now. So if somebody wants to send out an email and let us know, these are the dates we'd like you to be at, that would be helpful.
I have a couple of questions. When you guys came up with your figures, your dollar amounts, did you base that on an average number of associates? You think there's going to be X amount, you need teachers, for example.
Yeah.
$700, is that based on, you think there's going to be $10 a t-shirt times 70?
Oh, for the t-shirts, we based it off of what we had last year. The amount was was close to $1,000, and we had we ordered a lot of shirts through a company, and we just based for the specific YLA t-shirts, we based that number off of last year's number because we're having the same amount of associates this year.
And how many associates do you expect?
75.
Okay, and so then regarding that $300, that's like less than $5 a portfolio. Is that enough? Have you priced portfolios?
We were not able to price the portfolios yet, but because we aren't planning to get like a padfolio like the ones that you guys have right now.
Something like this is probably 15 or 20
Yeah,
bucks.
exactly.
So I didn't know where you got those numbers from.
We're hoping to just get
Like paper ones.
like the regular folders.
Binders.
Like a binder with a imprint on it.
Because we looked online and it ranged from $1 to like $40. So it's like based on. So we thought $4 would be like enough quality there.
And then regarding the first event, kind of a dollars and cents question again. $175, you said free food to get people there. How many people do you think you can feed for $175?
We were aiming for around 10 alumni to come and have at least around 40 prospective associates or the parents come and join us for the alumni barbecue, because we were planning on getting hot dogs as well as the Costco-sized chips, Costco-sized drinks, so there's a larger stock.
And do people RSVP for this, or you just kind of put something out there and see who shows up?
We were going to use Facebook as one of our main ways of connecting with people because it's during the summer, so we aren't able to see them during school or during maybe not on a day-to-day basis. So Facebook and other online internet ways of outreach to see who would have a approximation how many people would come.
Oh, added on to that, I also wanted to say that YLA wants to add more technology to this year's program, so we are planning on posting a lot of different videos in the upcoming months for our marketing campaign to get people involved, or people to know about YLA and to get interested. And also we're going to use it for all the different events, and also especially for graduation, because we want to just show that because there's so many advancements in technology these days that why not YLA be one of them? We should use all of them to our advantage. So for like graduation, we're thinking of like live feed of the actual event, like how it is at the Oscars, and just making it bigger and better every year.
You guys did a really good job. I really like the epitaphs on all the events, like trailer and Meet the Academy. So I think that's really creative. Will that be like, will we put that out to the associates?
Yes, that's
like
the name of the event.
That's the official name of the event.
Yeah, because what we had last year was the calendar, and it said the name of the event. They don't exactly know what the event is, but they know the name of it, and all these names kind of deal with the actual event itself.
And I think one thing to Connie's point earlier is, first of all, this is really good. Let's give them a round of applause. What we can do is, we can work with Julie, and what we'll do is, let's take this, and then we can kind of put what we need from different groups of people. So we can send something to the board saying, hey, here's the events we'd really like to get your involvement on. If we have some for the sponsors, hey, here's ideally we can give to James's team. We'd love to find a sponsor. Maybe someone will sponsor the $1,000 for the shirts. I think you guys, and James is going to jump in here in a second, I think overall you're well under our expected budget, and you're under your revenue projection, so that's great. So I think some of these, to Mark's point, we could probably be, it's always great to budget if you can. Conservatively, in this case, means gratuitously. So it's always great to, probably $300, $400 from that barbecue.
Yeah, I was going to say, my
Because
point
you're
was,
looking at
nothing
less
worse
than-
than if 20 people don't get fed, and they're like,
My favorite is $105. So I know, I appreciate, because it shows that you guys are doing a bottoms up, you're building, you're not just saying, hey, let me just pull a number out, here it is. So I appreciate that you actually counted the prizes and they're $5 each. But I would just say err on the side of, like, public speaking, maybe it's $10, 25.
Yeah.
Just say 25. Give yourself a little margin if you can. Because remember, you'll have 75 associates paying $75, which is roughly $5,700 in revenue. And obviously, if you don't spend that all, then James will be your best friend. But my point is, that's your ceiling, and you guys are really within the range. So I would say to give yourself some room, so at the end of the year, you're not like, oh, we overspent. You can probably bounce some of the things up.
Okay, well, the thing is for, we didn't add in the budget for graduation.
That's a whole separate fund, so you don't need to, because that's
Yeah.
profitable. So graduation,
Okay.
yeah, is completely, we would be looking at $20,000, $30,000
Yeah.
to get it at it, so.
And to add to Alexia, it's a good lesson. You don't want to go crazy by giving yourselves a buffer when you make a budget. But as he said, because you're so well under what we had anticipated spending, to give yourself a little bit of budget. When you're a manager in a company and you do that, and then you come back at the end and you say, look, bosses, I was way under budget. And then everyone's like, oh, they're such great budget managers. So that's a little, that's how you want to do it.
That's a good tip, because I think in this, it's going to be very hard to be at budget.
Right.
Which, to be honest, I don't think we've ever seen a youth board overspend. Last year, you guys
They're
came in under
pretty
too.
close to their budget, actually.
Actually,
Yeah.
Robert
year
is
after year.
6 a.m.
Oh.